Hi folks, and welcome to today's video, why I chose not to get L5-S1 disc herniation surgery. Now, I do produce a lot of good content for those folks out there suffering with disc herniations of the lumbar spine, bulging disc, sciatica nerve pain, stenosis, etc. If that's one of you folks, then hit that subscribe button. You'll be notified of some great content for you folks to get back on the road to recovery. However, without further ado, let's get into today's video. Hi folks, so welcome to today's video. A little bit of a different format today. I'm in my front room. I want to speak candidly with you folks out there that are following my channel. And I've been asked the question many times from clients, friends, okay, even other doctors, right, who I've associated with, say, Colin, why did you not get, surgery for your L5-S1 disc herniation? Because back in 2005, I did have a herniated disc, L5-S1. L4, L5 was bulging. I was in extreme pain, really bad sciatica, couldn't walk properly for a little while. And surgery was on the table. I could have got in the following week and got a microdiscectomy where they shave off a little bit, to cut off a little bit of your bulging disc. So why didn't I do that? Okay, so because a lot of people, it's their first choice. Surgery, done, okay? So, I've always been quite analytical. Through university and stuff like that. So before I'd undertake that type of thing, I wanted to look at the options, okay? So I wanted to look into surgery, what was the benefits, long-term outcomes, etc. And the research was very varied. So for example, one study, the success rate, they were measuring anywhere from 2 years up to about 32 years, I think it was. And the success rate was massive. It was anywhere from 56% to 90%, okay? And how were they measuring the success rate? Well, it was on things like if the person still had pain, discomfort, how well they were able to behave in their normal everyday life. So I was like, okay, well, that's a very wide range, okay? It could be almost a 50% chance it's going to work, 50% chance it's not going to work, and I'm going to be suffering down the line. Let's look at some more research. So I was looking at some other research, and in that particular kind of review study, they were showing after 2 years, pain was returning in up to 36% of people who'd had surgery, okay? So I was like, okay, so it seems to be very varied again. Then I look at another research paper, a different review study, and they were looking at reherniation rates. So this is where you get the operation and then, 2 years, 3, whatever, 4 years later, you reherniate. Well, there's one particular review study, it was done and it was up to 25% reherniation rate, okay? So what does that tell you? Well, it tells you that the research is kind of all over the place, okay? It is almost a kind of 50-50. Will surgery be successful? Now, let me caveat that by saying, if you have serious issues, neuropathy, okay, the really bad nervous system problem, like you're having issues going to the bathroom, like you have no feeling in your legs, okay, your legs completely paralyzed, you can't control your bladder, you can't control your bowels, then yeah, boom, emergency surgery, that's got to be done. Okay, I'm not saying that surgery is always incorrect. Of course, there's a time and a place for everything. However, they do say that up to 80-90% of people with herniated discs, they do get better with conservative treatments. So again, I found that in the literature. And perhaps what was lucky for me was my background was strength and conditioning, personal training, rehabilitation work. So I was able to sort of assess myself. I was also very lucky at that time. I had just enlisted on a course with an osteopath called Dr. Guy Voyer, who had developed a system of decompression type of stretches, which were designed to actually help people with herniated disc, bulging discs, strengthen the spine, sort of try to help the disc reabsorb, etc. And I'd literally just started on that course. So along with his help and my own knowledge, I sort of built my own program, and I did bring myself back without the need for surgery. And now it is, 18 years later, I'm fit, healthy, strong. I'm lifting like I was before, deadlifting, strongman, squatting, etc., with no issues. And I was able to avoid surgery, okay? So a lot of people out there, they say but the research says this, it says that. You have to understand, doctors like to do one thing. Surgeons like to do one thing. They like to operate. That's their job, yeah? And when you do look at studies and you're given something to read, you must understand that Sometimes the people behind the study have got a viewpoint they want to get across, okay? If it was sponsored by orthopedic surgery, for example, right? They're going to sing the praises of successful surgery. So the studies will tell you one thing, but as I said, real life and what actually happens in real life, generally 80 to 90% of people will recover with conservative approach, okay? I've got one client right now, he's got a 2 centimeter herniation, that's almost an inch, yeah? His lumbar spine, one of the discs there, and he is coming back. He is doing well, okay? And it looks like he's, fingers crossed, he's gonna be able to avoid surgery, return to an active life under my guidance. And I've helped many, many people with disc herniations, with their sciatica nerve pain, avoid surgery by doing a strict program of rehabilitation, strength work, we have check-ins, reviews, etc. They follow this protocol that I set in place, and it will bring them good results. Now, don't get me wrong, I've even worked with people who have come past surgery, because one of the issues, and this is something to think about if you're watching this video and you are considering surgery, that reherniation, because what essentially happens is if your disc, if we say your disc and it's bulging, okay, and this little bit here they're going to cut off, right? So we snip it off, so that's taking the pain away from your sciatica, perhaps your back pain. You now have removed the section of the disc and you've left an open wound, okay, there's a scar there. Now, to actually scar and fully kind of close up, if you want to use that term, that can take 12 months, 18 months, sometimes even longer. And if you don't follow the correct rehabilitation protocol during that time, you're at a much higher risk of reherniation. So just bear that in mind if you're considering going down that route. The other issue often happens is when I remove a piece of disc, okay, I've taken something out of the body which should be there technically, I now make the disc smaller in circumference. There's more stress placed in that area. And quite often, when you look again into the literature, when people have another back issue, it's quite often the disc above or below where they previously herniated. And it's because those areas are taking more stress now. So if you are considering surgery, if you are going in for surgery, if you've had surgery, make sure you undertake a very good progressive rehabilitation program. And even after your program's finished and you're back doing your activities again, it's always good to have a toolkit of exercises, stretches that you can do that will keep you in a good position, keep your spine strong, keep your discs healthy. And this is one thing I try to basically arm my clients with, is after they finish working with me, we've gotten to a good sort of stage, is that I will give them a toolkit of things they can use. If they take a long flight, the back's a bit sore when they get to their side, get to the hotel room, they can do X, Y, and Z stretches, X, Y, and Z exercise, and they know they can bring themselves back, yeah? Avid gym goer, he's squatting, he's deadlifting, heavy lifts, he knows he's got to do certain exercises at the end of the session to put his spine back into a good position to help that disc maintain its health, okay? So arming people with this toolkit. So I did a video previously on why physiotherapy sometimes fails for people, why your back pain still hurts. If you want to check it out fully, it's going to pop up at the end of this one. But very often the reason people they also fail is they stop doing their rehab. They stop the exercises they were given and they regress back into their old ways. The spine gets weaker again and they have another injury. Yeah. So for me, I have maintained my health. I do have a set of tools that I use when I go to the gym, post-gym, even during the week, I'll do various stretches and stuff that keeps me in that position where I am now, pain-free, able to do everything I need to do. I can flex my spine, yes, I can extend my spine, I can rotate, etc. I can do all those things. Guys, listen, I hope this video was useful. If you've got any questions about your own issues, okay, you can hit me up in the comment section down below. If you want to send me an email, tell me your story, I'm welcome to help anybody, as many people as I can. Okay, I'll get back to you. I will get back to you. Okay, sometimes it takes me a few days to get through all the emails, but I am here to help and try to, bring my knowledge out to people to say, look, there is help out there. You can do it. Okay, surgery is not always the best option. All right, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.